Good morning, traders. Can you guys hear me? Loud and clear? Roger, Roger. Thanks, Kathy. Good morning, traders. Good morning. If you are new to the page, don't forget to press the like button on the YouTube channel. As for the Discord, Josh, we do live trading every Tuesdays and Thursdays. No, not Monday. Monday I'm off. Tuesdays and Thursdays morning huddle and power hour. We do have a Wednesday late night show. Sometimes Tom is a guest. We also have Sunday class technicals where you learn how to read charts. Unfortunately, I was driving. Well, not me. Actually, no, I wasn't driving. We were driving yesterday, but we were just enjoying the beauty of Seacrest Beach in Florida. Have you guys been there? One of the most beautiful white sand beach in Florida, Tom. It's close to Destin, but Seacrest is nice in what is that? Santa Rosa Beach. It's really nice. Very nice location. Overrated restaurants. Yeah, it's a beautiful place. If you like to enjoy white sandy beach, it's beautiful. But try to go with your friends and do an Airbnb instead, well, because there's no hotel. And try to cook because the restaurants are just pretty much overrated. And my son ordered a lettuce, just a Caesar salad with less dressing, and he gave us a lotus. You guys have like a lotus lettuce, like it's like wide, and it's like a fancy lettuce. It's not like the iceberg. It's not the Roman. It's like a wide lettuce, and it's five lotus lettuce, and it costs $17. And if you want chicken, so he wants chicken Caesar salad, and it's $20. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna cook. So I ended up cooking the whole weekend. So very expensive. So I don't know. I'm just maybe cheap. I'm just very frugal. For me, $37 for five lettuce and a chicken is $17. I think it's absurd. But to those people who has money, of course, it's nothing. But I'm very frugal. I count every pennies. Not really, I don't. But I'm trying to be reasonable. I'm trying to use monies for something else. All right, we have a couple of trades that we could actually take a look. Just give me 1 second. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, we have Google. Okay, so we'll start from the daily since we are scalping today. Could be a possible swing. We do have a resistance on 330, I believe. Yep, 330. 330, yep. So we do have a resistance. We're not going to enter any trade until we see a break out of that 330 resistance, okay? This is going to be our resistance. This will be 330.42. What is this? What did we put it? 330.59. That's fine. I don't want to be pinching penny. So we have a gap to the upside, a pretty easy gap to the upside all the way to 341. That could be for a possible swing. It doesn't mean that it's going to gap up right away. Is this due to fundamentals? Yes. Okay. Could be earnings. Yes. Okay. Expectation beats. I did not listen to, I did not even look over for the forward guidance. Anybody has news or ideas? What is the forward guidance? So we plummeted. That's a big gap to the downside. After 3 days, kind of settle in. But this is a key level because this was a support. This was a support. and now it's a resistance. In order for us to get a call, if we're going to scalp, we have above 330 as our entry, right? Slightly above 330. Your first take profit level lies on 332. So that's about $2, 332 to 333. Okay, that's going to be our first take profit. If we are scalping, well, you have 331.15. That's okay, $1. But there's a higher chance we're going to get more to the 332. Yep, 332.09. There is 331.15, but the goal is to get to 332, and I do believe we're going to get there. 332. Could slightly push that higher for another additional dollar for 333.09. And then you have 337. If you are going to swing this, 335, 336.73. Okay, 337, around 336. You have 337. If you're going to swing this, if you enter right above the 330, make it a bit, at least 331. Your first take profit is about 336, 337. If we break through 337, there's a higher chance we're going to fill the gap to the upside. Easy, 340 to 341. Okay, easy. So this is going to be your first take profit for swing. This is going to be your second take profit. So 336 to 337, and then you have 341, 341, 340.67. Okay, 341 as your second take profit. Okay. If momentum continues, we easily have 344 all the way to 346. But I don't want to excite you guys because we don't know if this is going to fill the gap to the upside. That could be our possible trade setup for, I'm going to make this as a green for your swing. That's your first take profit. This is your second. Okay. To the downside, because there's no reversal yet, no reversal at all. We're just trying to break through that 330, and then you get to take profit on that 336, 337 as the first take profit for swing. As for scalping, above 330, we have 332 to 333. That's your first take profit level before getting to that 335, 336, 337 for scalping. As to the downside, we need to make sure we remain above 324 every day. We want to reclaim back this 200, which we did yesterday. So we want to remain above 324 every day. If we do drop below 324, that is a ride to the downside. Okay, 324 easy. We have 321 all the way to 319. 317, and then to the bottom of 314.93. All right, so if you're going to swing this to the downside, please make sure we drop below 324 on the daily candle. We don't want a rejection candle looking like this. We want a body of the candle drop below that, and then easy, we could get to 314, 315. Drop below that, you have 310. There's a gap to the downside after 310 all the way to 305. All right, so let's go ahead and do that too. So we have two ways to enter Google, downside or upside. As for your Apple, we'll talk about Apple too. If you guys been listening to me, especially with my Monday technical class for my exclusive members, our goal was to get to 330. It did. The next goal is to get to 345 before heading to 364. That is your target for Apple, but we'll go over it. You guys know your trade setup for Google to the upside and to the downside. That's for the swing or scalping. We're going to put that aside. I'm trying to be able to see the YouTube, be able to see the whole screen. You guys could be able to see the whole screen, right?
Yeah.
YouTube doesn't. Okay, hold on.
YouTube doesn't?
No.
Good morning, Miss Mary and all from Toronto, Canada.
Good morning. Say
Oh,
hello
yeah.
to Mama for me.
I will do that. Thank you.
I did not open up the breakout room because the day is not on this morning. You still want me to do that?
Yeah, I think Yolanda takes over every time
Yeah.
a day's
I
not there.
don't.
I don't know if
Yeah.
Yolanda's here.
I'll open it. He texted me last night. I totally forgot.
Oh, no
Sorry,
worries.
guys. Oh, the prayer room. Oh, Yolanda's here. Okay, Yolanda, the prayer room's open.
Apple. 339, we break through 339. We have that resistance of 340. As for scalping, we break through that 339, higher chance we're going to get to 341, 343. And then you got 345. Apple is showing bullish.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Tom, do you have any trades?
I am watching Elf right now. For a swing trade. I posted a couple last night. Elf is one. Let me put on my list here. Like I said, QBTS. I love QBTS's move right now,
Okay.
which of course would be then QBTX, right? I can get to mine. I love the energy sector right now. Baker Hughes is one I'm watching. BKR for a move, as well as swing trades.
So you're doing QBTX and ELF, you said, right?
Yeah, I'm watching Elf. I actually got in a position last night with Elf. Elf broke my like $81. I was tracking it to like 81 something, 81.50, and it broke above it yesterday. What a strong move. So I like it all the way up to on the 4 hour. There's a gap. There's all the way room all the way up to 89.18 right now. Then there's a small gap, and then it could still go up to 92. So there's a lot of room on Elf. And it's done well for me. I've played it like 4 times in the past 2 months. Yeah, volume is picking up. Even on the daily, that our next level in the daily is 88,
You could
maybe
show your
almost
screen,
89.
Tom. Yeah, I'm gonna stop sharing.
Okay. All right. So this was talking about Elf. Really nice move yesterday. I'm sorry, here we go. So real nice move. I was tracking it. Actually, I was tracking it to clear 80.50, and it bounced the other day to 81.51, and I waited. I'm glad I did because it came back. Now it bounced again. It's above all your EMAs. Right now it's closed yesterday 84.7. I got in last night 83 something. And then it's got room all the way up to here in the daily. So we got room all the way up to 89. And we got a little gap here. We got a gap right here, 90. And then the clear is 90. We got 92, 93, and then all the way up to 95. Volume's starting to pick up. RSI is pretty decent. I mean, it's still under 70. Yeah, formed a nice pattern for me. We got a nice strong trend line here. 9. Yep, so I like Alpha again. I've played Alpha a couple times now. Now this could be your third move too, right? Mary, Elliott wave, 1, 2, 3. But I still see Elf at least 89 range. And again, everything's rotating, right? Everything's rotating out of tech right now. MACD looks good. Crossing up and crossing the signal line down here. Yep, got some buy signals for the RSI. I mean, honestly, the best day would have been Friday, but I wasn't trading Friday, so I didn't see it. Friday had a nice bounce, and then yesterday gapped up. Alpha's looking good. And then the other one I was watching is BKR. So this is an oil energy play, excuse me. We had a big gap up yesterday. I'm waiting for it. I want it to clear, because we get this doji right here. Great, it's actually kind of a gravestone doji. 62.70. So I'd like to see it clear 62.70 before I take a position. I want to prove it. I want to get up above, at least get above this doji today. So more like 61.50. And then this could be 66, 68. Volume is hitting the average line here. MACD is starting to come up. Histogram's starting to print green. RSI is perfect, 60, but let it prove it first. But yeah, I just like the fact that everything's moving out of tech right now, so I'm not even looking at tech anymore,
Yeah, it's coming down.
at least for swing trades. Yeah, because this broke a nice downtrend. Right. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if it came back and tested it before it moves up, so don't just jump in. Let it prove itself. This doji is important. So those are the ones I'm watching this week for swing trades, not specifically just for today. For today, I like QBTS again. All right, QBTS. Yeah, we got a little mini W down here. Had a big day yesterday, but it's still, this is the 9 and the 20 is sitting on. There it is. All right, so cleared the 9. It's right above the 20. The 50 is right here at 21. So if you want to take QBTS, I would wait till it clears 21. Let it break that 50. If you're just doing, if you want to try and quick scalp today, you got $1.50 maybe range. So QBTX might be a better play because it'll move quicker and probably give you a better upside. But again, you still get EMAs sitting up here. On QBTX, you got the 20 sitting here at 990. But then if it clears, you got room all the way up to 1286 on the 50. Again, breaking trend lines. RSI looks good. RSI, oh, actually, RSI is still only in the mid 40s. MACD starting to pull up. Again, patience. Don't just jump in. So those are the three I'm kind of watching right now.
Sounds good. Thanks, Tom.
Yep. Doogie, if you're referring to what I just showed on the daily, yeah, because I'm talking especially on ELF and Baker Hughes, I'm talking swing trades, right? So we don't want to look at the 5 minute time frame for a swing trade. We want to look at 4 hour, 1 day, and then I kind of peek at the 1 week also. But 4 hour and 1 day are great for swing trades because you're trying to remember this swing trades they're not daily, right? You're looking at moving them out, a day, two, sometimes a couple weeks. So you want those bigger time frames. 5 minutes is going to create too much noise.
What happened is people get confused because some crown traders and some traders that they follow, they use a shorter time frame. I don't. I think I believe Tom doesn't use shorter time frame too. When I say shorter time frame, meaning like 2 or 3 minutes, I don't enter in the 2 3 minutes.
Mm-mm.
Everybody has a different technique, guys. Okay, everybody has a different technique. So it's kind of hard for others to follow us and then follow other people too, because we have different technique, Tom. I
Yeah.
think you and me have pretty much same technique.
Yep. Patience. And
So
the thing with those shorter ones, if you're scalping and you want to use the 1 to 2 minutes, you've got to take less profit. You got to go like, well, I'm up 4%, get out. You're not, if you're playing the 1 to 2 minutes, you're not looking for 10, 15, 20% moves. You've got to take small, quick moves in and out, in and out, in and out. Because man, that 1 to 2 minutes will kill you.
yeah, that's why I don't. But that's how some of the students, some of the traders
No, I mean,
recommend to.
it is cool. Like
Yeah,
I know a couple people I've talked to that do very well on it, right? But
yeah.
you gotta get in and out. As soon as you see green, you've already got to be like, I'm ready to lock it in.
Close it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got to be quick and fast. You can't hang out on those short time frames.
Yeah, it takes practice, guys, to do that. I don't, because I don't like getting fake out. I really don't like getting fake out. And I'm trying to be patient so that I don't get to enter too early. Most of the time, when we enter early, aggressive, that's coming from the 5 minutes. More confirm is always the larger time frame. So, preferably, I want you guys to learn or whichever strategy works for you. There's no right and wrong. It's more on your style. It's more on your personality as well.
Mm, yeah.
Give me 1 second, Tom.
Yeah.
4 minutes.
Yep.
So we have Google, Apple, QQQ, and definitely Tesla. One minute. I'm not even done yet.
Hmm.
Market opens.
Yep.
Google, if you want to ride that to the upside real quick, market just opened. We're gonna get all the way to 330.63. Apple is bullish, just like we said earlier. For those people who were on my technical 341, 342, 345 is your take profit.
Can you turn on your screen, please? Thank you.
Apple, you're going to take profit now for that call. That's a real quick market just open. All right. Market just open. We need to take profit when market just open. We are being aggressive today. We'll not wait for 5 minutes. Apple is done. Apple is done for that call. Pretty fast. Pretty fast just because we're riding to the upside.
Mary, I'm mute.
Google is
Mary, you need to
bullish.
unmute.
You have call bullish on Google. You have Google call real quick, 3:30. You're done for Apple, right? I know it's fast. So those people who's not very quick on that, it's okay. We're not waiting for 5 minutes right now. We're not, because we just want to ride that to the upside. The cues, two things. You could either wait for this candle to finish because volatility, right? But there's a higher chance we're gonna test your pre-morning support, by the way, to 674. So if you want, you could wait for 5 minutes. You have 3 minutes for the cues. For Tesla, let's just wait for that 5 minutes too. See, with Apple, you have to be quick. It's okay. It's just back testing it. The larger time frame is bullish for Apple, but when the market opens, we have sets of rules. What are those? Once you enter a trade, sometimes it doesn't reach your level and we have to take profit. And then we wait for the 5 minutes to finish. That's the only way to trade it. Google, oh, you guys, couple of cents, 330, it was your take profit. It's pretty fast. It's okay if you did not get it. We're going to trade it again. It's just starting. Market just starting. Tesla is coming down to 302. That will be bearish for Tesla. Tesla is bearish. UQ2 is bearish. Google and Apple is pulling back. For the people who is waiting for the cues, we're waiting for the 5 minutes to finish this. For those people who are aggressive trader who took that put, please make sure you take profit on this support level. All right, you guys know where to take profit. That's the reason why I have these trend lines for you guys. So if you see that I wasn't paying attention to that, you guys know where are my levels. I put red here because anything that today, if we close below 304, Tesla will be bearish. We closed today before below 304, Tesla will be bearish. After 304, 303, you have $300. Anything drops below 300, 297 to 295, 293 for Tesla. That Q's aggressive entry should be taking profit soon, or at least when it was dropping here. All right, because no breakout yet on the Q's on the 5 minutes. Showing bearish though. Your Google just had a pullback, a really deep pullback. Apple's the same thing. Once you reach an all-time high for Apple, it's normal to pull back. Because if you look at the larger time frame, they're bullish. You have a breakout of the structures. My computer is slowing down, doesn't show me the RSI right now. So they were taking profit here, taking profit. Once you reach your resistance, take profit. And you guys know where I got this, right? Fibonacci extension. Tesla dropped below 303, 304 today. It'll be bearish for Tesla. The goal for Tesla is actually, I'm starting a position for Tesla. If we drop to 285, I'm start my long-term position all the way to 270-ish. We missed earnings from Tesla and we corrected about 19% from its higher high. Apple's real target for a swing is 345, by the way. Here comes your Qs. Rejecting the VWAP. Here comes your Qs put. Come on, let's break it down for the Qs. Come on, break it. Small position for the Q put, please. Mish, make sure you have a stop loss. Either break even, 15%, 10%, whatever your risk management is. Netflix, looks like we could see a possible recovery for Netflix. I'm going to go check it out again. Remember Netflix, we have it long term. We did have a buy signal in the $70.
Google's trying to push back up.
Google's trying to push it higher. That is going to be an aggressive if we break through this resistance. More confirmed now to the upside lies here. All right. Comes your Qs. That's $1.26 down. You're more than welcome to take profit on the Qs now, but the goal is to get to 672. Okay. These are not guaranteed. What you have right now is guaranteed. If you're scalping, that's $2 kind of a lot sometimes, but it looks like we're coming down there. So your Qs is already a win. You have $1.18 there. We started right here aggressively. But the goal is to get to 672 for Qs. It's normal to pull back. It's normal. You have 1 minute, and normally you see a strength if we have like 50 seconds left. And I do believe we're going to get to that level. Thanks, PG. The Q put is doing good. If you cannot handle that emotion, try to hold it. Hold it. Coming down. Coming down. Start taking profit if you want to for the Q put to those people who are holding on. Otherwise, you have all the way to this 38 cents. Push it, push it, push it. Google was not horrible. Google reached to our almost close to our resistance, and I said this right away when the market opens 328. Your resistance was 330. That was not horrible. It's just aggressive. Okay, so let's see if it's going to pull back. Come on, 440. We want to turn green. So we want to turn red for a possible continuation to the downside. This is your, oh, where's my second one? That's pretty big down. Please make sure don't give back your profit. All right. This is going to pull back. Back test here. It could be a wick. All right. This could be a wick. 672. This guy into 672.31. It's normal to backtest half of this candle for a possible continuation. It's also could be a tweezer bottom. We don't know. We have 4 minutes to play with our emotion on this candle. Yep, 4 minutes. As for Tesla, the 303, 304 is our support. We need to break through that, break down that support, and that's when we come down. It's just vacillating. I warn you guys to take profit, okay, on the cues. Don't tell me that, oh, I did not take profit. I did not hear you. I've been telling you, this is guaranteed, this is not. But there's a high chance we're going to get there. This is just starting. This is, sellers are pushing the price lower, right? For Google now, it's breaking down your pre-morning resistance. No, not yet. Take a look at this. Larger time frame. We got a tweezer top. We did not break through 330. And we warn you too. 330, anything breaks out 330, we have all this resistance to the upside all the way to 341, 336 to 341. That was for the swing. As for scalping, we need to break out 330 and then you have all this level of resistance, the little levels. Okay, but right now, Google, this is a key level of resistance. It was a support, now it's a resistance. Now, if we can break through this to fill the gap to the upside, then there's a higher chance Google could come down and backtest 314. Okay, 314. It's gonna come down. This is Qs are pretty weak to move up. There you go. I don't owe you guys nothing. So those people did not take profit. That's your take profit. As for Google, if we drop below 324, that will be bearish. 321 is your support. Okay, now let's take a look at Google. You could add up positions on the Qs. Either wait for this or you could add now for additional put. 668 is your level. That is a long, that's about how much? $3. So please be patient with that. Let's see if we could be able to cut that off in the middle. Please protect your profit because I don't know if we're going to get to that level. So let me see if I could be able to break it down. I got that from the larger time frame. I'm going to have to use a larger time frame. You're more than welcome to take profit. That's $1 for you guys, or just wait from 668. Is it guaranteed, Mary? Nothing is guaranteed. Kim Kardashian's wedding only lasts for 3 days. So nothing is
That's terrible.
guaranteed,
That's terrible.
right? I'm going to cut that down for the Qs. Instead of 668, we're going to cut it down. There you go. On the larger time frame for Google, if we cannot break through 330, it'll be bearish for Google. Okay. These are not your level. That's still a put for the Qs. Okay, 668 is your real support. 668. These are just local, right? That's one of your supports. But the target is to get to 668. Nothing is guaranteed, all right? This is still bearish. This candle is pretty strong. Nothing for Tesla, nothing for Apple, nothing for Google. This was an aggressive put, by the way. But it break through that 324, it'll be bearish. Come on, we're losing strength there. We're losing momentum on the Qs here. Don't like this, don't like this. Now we gotta have to wait for 3 minutes. There you go. Good job, good job for the Q puts. Good job, good job. 668 is your profit. Take profit level. You are more than welcome to take profit now. Nothing is guaranteed, okay? But this is the goal. If you could be able to manage the risk, if it pulls back to your break even, get out. All right? Get out. Once we get to 668, we have to modify our levels because we're showing weakness. This is a pretty strong candle, by the way. You have 2 minutes to 57 to get to your 668. Pretty strong. Google's showing weakness. Google's higher chance we're going to get to 324. So that's a put. Google is a put. No, everything is not a put. It just depends. Because I cannot give you a put yet on Apple. Apple could give you a little bit of actually, Apple could give you a little bit of a put all the way to 337, but let's just wait. It's a bunch of wicks here. Tesla's fighting that 303, 304. Another 20%. Phil got 20%. Took profit on 14 in the Q stat. Good job. 20% is good. Hey, AMD is crashing. I did give a technicals on AMD for my exclusive members right now. Google is pulling back. Yes, I have a boba and lobster tier every Monday at 7 p.m. I give technicals for all the trade setup, for a put, for a call, and AMD is one of them. All right, we are recovering on your Qs. Please make sure you have that stop loss there. You have a morning star pattern here. There's a high chance we're gonna go and too early for you guys to get a call, but I don't want to push you guys because now we're going down. I mean, no, we might go up and get you that 673.99. This is a possible morning star pattern, or maybe not. Maybe it turns red and giving you this is a hammer, or you could have one green candle for a possible short pullback. Let's see. Let's see if this is going to be green. It was giving you a morning star pattern. Let's finish that candle. Oh, thanks, man. Q is a continuation, just scares folks. It gives us a green candle from this top level. It could just one green candle for a short pullback. Let's see what this candle is going to give us. The indicator is showing bearish. Take a look at this Google in the larger time frame. Google's playing with us. Apples, could be the recovery now. Let's see with Google, okay? So this is our point of control for Google, this 4-hour candles. Anything that drops below that, confirm the trade to the downside. Anything breaks out of 330, confirms your trade to the upside. So it's just vacillating from there. That is not a nice candle. You're just getting a whipsaw to the upside. Bulls and bears are fighting in Google. This is a tweezer bottom, indecision. I mean, not a tweezer bottom. It's a speeding top, or it could be a doji. Let's see where this candle is. Not a nice candle for Google. Buyers and sellers are fighting. But if for Google, if we cannot break through 330, it'll be bearish for Google. Apple, we have a lot of taking profit on this level, reaching an all-time high. But as long as we remain above 337, it still be bullish, because if we drop below 337, we have 334.93. Well, 334.93 all the way to 333 even. All right, for Apple. And it's showing bullish. We have a bearish divergence anyways for Apple, but still not confirmed yet. If we drop 337, you have 334.94 for Apple as a support, okay? Or 335 even for Apple, all the way to 333. 337 is a pivotal point for Apple. Just a short pullback. Nothing like, oh, it's correcting. No, it's not. Google is fighting. It's inside our pre-morning support and resistance. So those people who got that put, you were slightly in profit. But remember, if you are slightly in profit, please make sure you have a break even. And that's what I mentioned earlier, break even. Nothing for Apple yet. We had a ride to the upside when the market opens, all the way to the top. For this one, we're going to have to wait. 337 is a pivotal point for Apple. All right, so set aside that. As for the Qs, one green candle could be a short pullback. You have a red candle. This could be a possible continuation, showing a little bit of exhaustion. Google is giving us mixed bias, but still bearish. Here comes your Tesla. We are dropping below the 302. Let's see if this is a confirmation, or this could be just the bottom again from your pre-morning support and a morning support. Here comes your put for Tesla. Please make sure you have a stop loss on Tesla, okay? As long as we remain below 304, 303 for Tesla, it'll be bearish. Qs are showing weakness. This is just a short pullback from the downtrend, and this is a possible continuation. Please make sure you have a stop loss on Tesla. As long as we remain above 303, 304 for Tesla, it'll be bearish. Establish a lower low. It's normal to backtest all the way to 304 again for a possible continuation. Tesla showing weakness, by the way. Weakness to move up. Q's put still. 668. We have a 1 hammer green candle. Come on, cues. This is not the time to give us red, green now. Once we start seeing the cues red, green, we stop with cues. Okay? Tesla is normal to backtest 304. See how the 5 minutes could give us a fake out? Same thing with the 5. So that's why it's good. So that's why it's kind of hard to use a shorter time frame for me. 2 minutes for me is too fast, so it's the 3 minutes. Let's go ahead and stick with the 10 minutes on Tesla to avoid fake out. You just have one green candle. What Tesla is vacillating 304, 302, 308. Q's is showing exhaustion, but it still wants to come down. Apple, nothing yet. 337 is a pivotal point. That's when we get to see if we're going to drop all the way test your 335. All right, we're gonna watch Apple. Come on, Tesla. Tesla's going to test you again, 304 again. Normal to back test that, but if we ended up having red, green, this is not good. Hard chances we're going to back test your 672. You're going to put aside cues if we ended up having red, green, all right? Is it still a put? Showing put, yes. Reversal to the upside if we break if we break through 672.34, well, we're going to have to put this aside now. We break out at 673, a possible. We're going to have 675. Tesla is still showing bearish, but it seems like we're vacillating here. Leaning towards bearish still for Tesla. Apple will not come down 337. Google will not come down 324. Tesla is always fighting back that 334. Everything now vacillating inside this one is inside the pre-morning supports and resistance. It's still bearish for Tesla. Apple is bullish on the larger time frame. Google is bearish as long as we remain below 330. 330. Apple is dropping. No, we don't want to get a put yet. Let's finish this candle. $336.43. Let's take a look at 5 minutes. You could wait for this candle to finish, or you could start a small position for Apple. Do an expiration for tomorrow, please. For a put, you only have $1 for Apple. Put for Apple, okay? Come on, don't lose momentum. Break even for Apple. It's pretty strong. It's bullish on the larger time frame, but have a stop loss on Apple. You don't want to lose. Trying to fight, buyers trying to fight that candle. Pivotal point for Qs before we start reversing. One green candle for Qs after a drop, it's normal. But this looks like an engulfing candle. Well, it's really not. It could be a tweezer bottom multiple 669, 668, 669. It's right here. Break even on your Apple. Back testing this, which is normal. Possible recovery in the Qs for a possible bounce. Not a reversal yet. Possible bounce. You had a sell off and then it bounce. It could back test your VWAP. Not a reversal. All right. One green candle doesn't mean it's a reversal. Come on, Tesla. Tesla's trying to shake us, trying to scare us with the testing of that 304. There you go. There you go. To most people who hold on to your Tesla, I keep saying it's still bearish. You have 300 for Tesla. This is the first breakout between that 308, 304, 303. This is your first breakout candle. So that's showing strength to the downside. It's normal to backtest 337 after you establish a lower low. Tesla is the queen of wick, okay? The technique with Tesla is you take profit when there's a strength, and that's when it's pulling back. What do you think, Tom?
You know how I feel about Tesla.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just you got to just grab it when it's green.
Yeah, you have to make sure that you grab, if you're scalping, you grab it when there's a strength. But this is the first candle that's breakout of that consolidation, by the way. First candle. You could see it, right? First candle. You see the first candle to be above it. Let's see, we have 12 seconds. This is confirmation for a breakdown. Apple normal to back test a drop below 200, not unless it's going to reclaim back that 337. But as long as we remain below 337, there's a higher chance we're going to get to 334.96. Slightly bearish on the shorter time frame, bullish on the larger time frame. Just like we said earlier, one green candle, but we're going to stop with the Qs. This is the starting of the consolidation for the Qs, okay? This is now consolidating. Yes, you have green, red, red, green. We don't want this. So we're going to stop with the Qs. So those people who had a put, you could wait for this to turn red and then get out. Normal to back test at 302. Even here again. But as you can see, Tesla now creating a lower high, lower high, lower low, lower low. So that's normal. But Tesla is just a queen of wicks. Queen of wicks. The Qs is going to consolidate now. We're going to see a possible bounce again, and then not a reversal yet. Not a reversal. It's not reversal. It's consolidating now. Red, green is consolidating. This is the part that we don't want to test the Qs. This is trade the Qs. We don't want to trade that Qs. It's lost momentum to the downside. Is it still bearish? It's still bearish. Why do you prefer SPY? Oh, Qs over SPY. Timothy is very disappointed. I'm out. Why do you prefer the Qs? Well, the Qs gives you a better trend than the SPY. Well, we had a trend. Google was choppy. Cannot retest, cannot reclaim back to 330, so it's bearish for Google still. Apple, we had a ride to the upside pretty fast. Then I said we had a put. It hasn't breaking down yet. It's still going towards the 335. As for the Qs, I did say put, but this one now is just Vaseline. I have no control over it, but I do believe that you guys have a winning trade on the put. You had a winning trade on the calls. This is still a put. Higher chance we're going to get to 335. Reclaim back 337. Obviously, it's a reversal. It means that it's a reversal from the micro bearish to the upside and back test again 337. As for Tesla, Tesla is still bearish. It did not change the structures. It's still bearish structure. It's just slow, and we got a wick. So I think what happened is get frustrated. Yeah,
Yep.
sometimes I do get disappointed too with the stock market.
Oh, all I know is all my conservative plays are running huge. AbbVie, Aflac, Amcor, Coca-Cola, J&J. Tech is getting killed. Consumer and all your safety plays are killing it right now.
Good job, Tom.
I'm glad I started rotating out of that crap. Man, it's just I think it's going to be a tough year for. They're overspending. I mean, I see it in my own company, right? They're overspending all the tech stuff, overspending on AI and everything else, and just they're putting so much money into that it's going to hurt them.
Yeah, AI
You know.
business is expensive, Tom. You know, the
Yep. Yep.
infrastructures and all that.
Yep. When people go risk off, they go to Coca-Cola. You're right, Ivan. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, all that good stuff, man. It's just and they pay dividends too. So, yep, value plays are up. Light them up. Yep. Well, yeah.
667. Sorry, Tom. 668, 667. That's your take profit for the put. See,
FOMC.
just like we said earlier, one green candle, it doesn't mean it's a reversal. There you go. It goes to your favor still. You're still bearish, no breakout of the structures, right? There's your put. Our stop loss might be too tight. Others hold on to it. There's no breakout of the structures. And I did mention that to you. Take profit on your Tesla. I'm sorry, I did not see it. Take profit on your Tesla, then you're done. I don't want to say you guys that you guys are disappointed. As for Apple, it seems like it's going to reclaim back that 337, but it's still not confirmed. All right.
Walmart is running today. Whew. Verizon has been running. I mean, just guys, just look at the shift in the market. Crazy.
Let's see, we're going to reclaim back that 337 for Apple. After 337, you have 339, 340. And then you have back that 342. 345 is your target. And we did say this was your breakout for Tesla, right? Breakout for a possible continuation. It did make it there. It's just Tesla is the queen of wick. See that wick? Wick. We have a lot of selling pressures on Apple today. Reaching the all-time high, it's normal.
You know what they say though. Break all-time high. It's time to buy.
Yep. The Qs, I'm done with the put on the Qs, guys. The lowest it could go for me is 667 and then I'm done. All right. Is it still a put? It's still a put, but I don't like this. It just keeps giving you guys a wick. All the way to that 667 and you're done. Higher chance gonna get there. Tesla is bearish. Tesla had a breakout of a structure, continuations to the downside, had a breakout of a structures right here. This was consolidating for Tesla. And then this was your confirmation to go down. All right. Apple, reclaim back your 337, then we're coming back. Google is just, Google in the larger time frame is bearish. Right here, you have a tweezer top, rejections of the key level right here to fill the gap to the upside. If we cannot reclaim back that 330, Google will be bearish. This was your support, 324. Drop below 324, you have 321, 319, 317, all the way to 314. All right, so this is a pivotal point, 324 and 330. 324, 330. Breakout 330, call, breakdown 324, put. Google did not break out no structures. It's still inside the pre-morning market. Yeah, it's still bearish. It's still bearish. You see that? But we have a shrinking candle now, raise mania. We have a shrinking candle. It means the momentum is slowing down. It's oversold territory, shrinking candle. So momentum is slowing down. That's what I said. I'm done on the Q put. It could test the 667, but break through 667, then it could come down. But we have a shrinking candle. Momentum is slowing down to the downside. We had a breakout. We have a breakdown of the VWAP. There's a higher chance we're going to back test again, that 672. Tesla is bearish. First candle to break out of the consolidations, confirmed trade to the downside. 300 is your support for Tesla. The next one, drop below 300, is going to be 297, 295, then 293. So it's now again on the support line, on the 300. Drop below 300, 297, 295, 294, or 293. 293. The target for Tesla is actually to the downside is about 288, 286 to the downside. That's when I start buying in my long-term position. I am not a financial advisor. See, you were consolidating here. You had a breakout on this candle. So I don't owe you guys anything on Tesla. I reminded you guys the structure remains bearish. Qs is still bearish. No green candle, but we have a shrinking candle. All right, on the 15 minutes. We have a shrinking candle. Momentum is slowing down. Once you ended up having a green candle, doesn't mean it's a reversal. It just means the momentum is slowing down for a possible reversal. Possible, or just could be just a bounce. A bounce to test your VWAP. Let's refrain ourselves from trading Google. Google could backtest 248 all the way again to 328 to 330. But remember, where's your call? Candle breaks out 330. You want to see a candle break out 330, especially on the daily. Apple's reclaiming back 337. Look at the daily. Body of the candle is higher than the previous candle. That's showing bullish. We have a selling pressure. Buyers comes in and push the price higher. So we have possible indecision candle today. I will not be surprised if we ended up closing right slightly above or below 338 today. Apple's earnings is Thursday. Those trend lines are your take profit level.
Elf made a great run up this morning. And at $3, better to win down. Pull
There were,
back.
go ahead, Tom.
I said Elf ran up this morning, $3, pull back, but it's consolidating nicely. I think it's got a good run in it.
Randall Rodriguez, the reason why the put, I said micro bearish, the put was called on for Apple is because of breakdown of 337. We have 334.96 as your support. I owe you guys 30 cents. So you got to 335.64. Mine was 334.96 or 335. So this got into 335.64. Right? So that's why there's a put called on to that. But I reminded everybody that Apple is bullish. So that's why there was a call on the put. There was a call out for put for Apple. We're scalping, we're not swinging. For swinging, obviously I will not gonna call out for a put for Apple because Apple is bullish. See? You were scalping. You got pretty much $2 when I call out that drop below 337 or $1.50. It's just a matter of taking it, selling it or break even. So in reality, if you guys are pretty good on your stop loss, you would have gotten a break even on that. But you were in profit. So now it's reclaiming back that 337 for a possible short pullback on the larger time frame. It's still bullish structures. Now we need to reclaim back 337. Right? On the 1 hour, if we close above 337, then this could be a possible continuation. And then you're going to get to that 340. Well, get that 340 all the way to 343 again, or 342.81. This is a nice rejection. It's a possible recovery for Apple. The Qs finally have, just like I said, I'm done with the Qs because now we had a shrinking candle and a changing color. So that's a possible bounce, and we could back test again your VWAP 672. Am I going to call out a call? Nope, I'm not going to call out a call there for you guys. Some of you guys don't know how to handle stop loss. Some of you guys can't handle take profit. I did say 300, take profit on your Tesla. One green candle after a drop, it's okay. Again, another shrinking candle for Tesla. Remember, Tesla normally bounce, and when it bounce, it could give you a bigger move to the upside, okay? Like 303, 304, 308 for Tesla. Those are your level. But to the downside, if we remain below, take a look at the daily. We had a gap. Look at this. From here to here, the body of the candle. That's bearish. As long as we remain below 304, it's still bearish. Tesla is still bearish. Yeah, shrinking candle, but Tesla is still bearish. The bottom could be near. All right? The bottom could be near. I don't know. This is not a reversal on the Qs. It's still bearish, the Qs. It's just consolidation. That's what it has. It's just consolidating. This is for aggressive traders. Please don't blame me. If we break through that 370, we have $2 to the upside, right? Check this out. This is for aggressive traders. We break through 370. We have 372. Not a reversal yet. This is going to be aggressive. Not yet, though. Just wait for the candle. 1027. We had a breakout. Remember, we had a breakout. This is your confirmation to come down. It's normal to backtest that resistance, okay? This was a support. It's normal to backtest that. It's just a bounce sell-off and a bounce. Retesting that previous supports. Now it's a resistance all the way to 302.83 or 303.54. Higher chance. Apple's trying to reclaim back that 337. We have to close above 337 for Apple on the 1 hour for a possible continuation to the upside, okay? Cash secured puts, That are you trying to acquire Tesla? If you're going to do a wheel strategy, then you could do a cash secure put. I'm not a financial advisor. I do like Tesla on the at least starting at the 280, 285, even at 286. I could DCA this down all the way to 270. So that's my thoughts on Tesla. So if you want to acquire Tesla, you could put a strike price. I don't know what's your strike price that you're looking at, but me, if I do have the money for 100 shares, which I don't have, not enough at all, then I will start with a 288. There's a high chance you may get trigger though, but that's the goal, is for me to get trigger. 288, 285, 280, and then you have the 270-ish. 280, yeah, it's not guaranteed though. Just like I said, just like I wanted to start my position at 288. You can. Victor, did you take profit on your Tesla? This is an aggressive, okay? This is aggressive call for Qs. This is for aggressive. There's no strength though. Ugh. Stop loss right away for the Qs, please. Establish a higher high. See how your 5 minute got fake out. It's normal to backtest half a point of this candle. But if this was a strength, you would have gotten it already. The 670, higher chance we're going to get to 672. Let's see. Keep establishing a higher high, by the way, in that Qs. Let's see, we're going to see the strength here in about 50 seconds left. We're going to see. Again, if you want to try, all right, if you want to try within 50 seconds, let's see if this turns green. If you look at the 10 minutes, this is just the midpoint of that bullish candle right here. See that? It's just a midpoint. Yep, higher chance is going to go up to 670. Well, this one has 671.54. So that's about $1, but the goal was to get to 672. Yep. Sellers trying to push the price lower, but buyers comes in here, midpoint of this bullish candle. It's aggressive because there's no confirmation to go up. Your RSI is still not bullish. You're just looking at the price actions based on the candle. See how your Tesla, we said it's normal to back test that previous resistance. It was a support. It's just a sell-off and then a bounce testing there. It's normal. It's normal for Tesla. Apple break through and reclaim back your 337, so there's a higher chance we're going to go up again.
I didn't take one trade this morning.
Huh?
I did not take one trade. Nope. Nothing feeling it. The Google one, I almost jumped in. I said, I didn't take it. And I just
Yeah,
sat in
Google
the
is just
sideline.
vacillating. It's thinking.
Yeah.
So we're going to see a direction soon enough. Apple recovers, reclaim back that 337. So to those people who have a swing, this is pretty good entry for a swing. Please make sure you
Amazon's
have a stop loss. Stop loss below 334. All right, stop loss 334.
Amazon's got a lower capital H going. It looks like it wants to drop some more.
I'll take a look at it.
Lower capital, lower case. Yeah, there goes Amazon a little more. Yep. Apple is trying to recover though.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, no.
No breakout. That's a call here. You gotta be fast here. This is aggressive, okay? Come on, momentum is slowing down. I don't know how many percentage is that. Take profit on your Qs if you cannot handle that volatility, but it wants to go up and break through. At least test your 672, by the way. This is a tweezer bottom. This is your confirmation to go up. More confirmed if you break out 672. We have breakout 672. We have 674, $2. This is a confirmation of your tweezer bottom. $300 is your support for Tesla. Drop below 300, you have 297. Support, resistance, normal to back test. Not unless Tesla's going to recover from 300 and then vacillate from 300 to 302, 304, 302, 303, 300. Your key level was 304. We got an indecision candle. It's still showing bullish as a tweezer bottom for the Qs. Tweezer bottom, confirmation. Now we just need to break through that 672. Give me at least another confirmation for the RSI because only the 5 minutes is giving you RSI. Oh, let me take a look at your 5 minutes. Yep. So higher chance we're going to get there. Higher chance. As long as we remain below this 9 EMA, this is going to be your first candle. We have 4 minutes. Pretty weak candle, by the way, with no volume. Pretty weak candle. We haven't touched the VWAP, so this is what's going to touch the VWAP. Eventually, we're going to touch the VWAP, and I believe this is the candle might touch the VWAP. If not, the second one. We haven't touched the VWAP yet. And first candle to break out of the 9, so it's showing bullish on the 5 minutes. There you go. Take profit there. Still aggressive, okay? Still aggressive. I said 672, 671.98. 672. There you go. We have now 5 and 10 as a bullish crossover. 15 is not yet. This could be just a possible retest of the VWAP, but we don't know. We don't know. That's why it's aggressive. 670 got to 672. Just a little bit of fluctuations, but the last candle gives you a confirmation. Tweezer bottom, confirmation. Take profit. If we break through 672, we have 674. Yep. You see this is going to break your VWAP on the 5 minutes. This is your first touch of the VWAP. Well, close enough. We had a breakdown of the VWAP. First test of the VWAP. Tesla again vacillated now. It's still showing bearish, okay? You remain below 304 for Tesla. Apple retest the VWAP. As long as you remain above 337, you're fine on the 1 hour. He has to rebeat 337. That's the strength for the Qs, by the way. That's the strength. That's going to push you slightly higher, but not much. All the way here. That's the body of the candle, but all the way there. That's the strength. That's good. This is a breaking candle. On the 10 minutes, that was your confirmation right here. This is your candle to take profit. If this continue, we had a breakout candle, we could continue that call all the way to 674. But we cannot overstay our welcome. This is your VWAP. We don't know if it's going to reverse, but higher chance we break through that 672, 674. Nothing for Google. This is now your point of control. Now you're in the bottom of that candle. All right. So what are you going to follow? You're going to follow this bearish candle. That's why you got 674. From 674.02 to 674.55. Google is moving with no volume, so that could be a fake out. Again, we don't want to enter a call. If you're going to scalp this, you need to wait for 328.48 to get to 330. All right, but for a swing, I'm waiting for above here, waiting below here for a confirmation to go down. Apple bearish divergence. Use your 9 EMA for a confirmation of a bearish divergence, okay? Drop below the 9 EMA, that's your confirmation. Or you can use a trend line. That's why 337 is a pivotal point. Tesla is retesting your 302, 303, 304. That's why I said I'm done with Tesla when we get to 300. This is still bearish for Tesla. Once you reclaim back 305, it's going to test your 307. We have a bigger move for Qs if we break out of that 672, by the way. We have 674. It's aggressive. This is still aggressive because your 15 minutes is not confirmed yet. This is a breaking candle. So this is an early signal for a possible continuation to the upside, okay? This is still continuation. Or you could wait for 2 minutes to finish this candle before you enter a trade. This is higher than the previous resistance. This is what we're following. There's your call. It's still aggressive, all right? Still aggressive. We have a breaking candle right here. Still pierced through. No candle that breaks out of that VWAP. Man, we're gonna get a confirmed trade once you see a candle break out here. But right now, everything isn't aggressive because now you're going back inside, back testing the 673. You're going inside the box now. The pre-morning supports and resistance. Going strength, strength. This is a local resistance from this wick, but you're already occupying more than half of this bearish candle. So there's a higher chance we're gonna get there, almost guaranteed. Come on, come on. This is a time that's supposed to give us a strength already, momentum, not coming down. 52 seconds, give it to me, give it to me. Come on, go up. It has strength. Don't lose momentum now. Come on. It has strength. Start taking profit for that aggressive. There you go. That's your profit. That's your take profit level right there. That's aggressive. Mary, why is it aggressive? I just told you guys, your 5 and the 10 is the only thing that's confirmed. This is a breaking candle right here. Not confirmed. Now we break through this. We're trading this candle by candle. Well, that's $2. $2. That's not bad. Now we're going to see. You could push that all the way to 674.39. But we want to be above this teal color. And then we're going to go up another $2. Okay. This is nice. Nice candle. Retesting of your Tesla. Yep, 376 is your resistance. Well, let's go ahead and wait for this candle. Let's see where it's going to go. This is a nice Barbosa candle. We don't have, it's okay volume, by the way. It's okay volume. Indicator showing bullish. 15 minutes is not giving me a full, 15 minutes give you a confirmation. Okay. Now let's see. Let's see. We don't want to get caught with a fake out because why? This was a support. This is now a resistance. That's why I want to be above this teal color. I don't want to get caught with a fake out retesting. This could be just a bounce for a possible continuation to the downside. Let's see. All right. This was a support, resistance. So that's why we have to wait for the teal color. Another candle break above here. If we're going to ignore this teal color, this is a continuation to the upside. All right. This body of the candle, as long as it remains below 673, you can have a stop loss break even here. Stop loss. This is not a break even, by the way. Stop loss here. Higher chance we're going to get to that 676. Tesla's recovering. Not recovering to the point, but it's recovering that 304. It's reclaiming it back. So we're going to get to 307 for Tesla now. It's still bearish. It's still bearish on the larger time frame. Your Apple remains intact for a bearish, bullish move. It's still right above your 337. This is a rejection candle. This is price action. Buyers comes push the price higher. No lower low on the 1 hour. Qs, just like we said, we need to wait for this candle. Still aggressive here. As long as we remain right above this bullish candle, we are safe. However, if it drops below that, it could drop to 673.55 all the way to 672.37. What does that mean? This is a breaking candle. That could be a retest of that 9 EMA. Probably touch it or maybe close enough to touch it to that 672 before a continuation. All right. We have 6 minutes on the 10 minutes. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 5 on the Qs. As you can see, we really need to see a confirmation because that is your 50 EMAs. Give us a strength though. It's a strength. It's a Marboso candle. As you can see, there's no wick on the bottom of this candle. That's pure buyers right there. No wick. So we have 1 minute to finish this candle. We're breaking through with no volume, by the way. RSI is pretty strong. So it's going to your favor at this moment. Let's wait for candle now. Let's see. This is buyers right here. Buyers with no buyers. Buyers with no volume. Tesla reclaim back your 304. We go into 307. Nothing for Google. Nothing for Apple, but Apple still favors the call. If Tesla reclaim back that 308, we close every day above 308. That could be the bottom for Tesla. Anything, the last line in the sand for continuation to the downside for Tesla is 308. Is that 308? Let me just double check that. Actually, 307.52. 307.52. All right. If you reclaim back every day above 307.52, every day on the weekly, it means that could be a reversal. It means that's the bottom for Tesla. But if we continue to be below 304 or 308, that means it's bearish for Tesla. Then we're still looking at that 286, 282, 288, 273, 270-ish for Tesla. But right now, this is a pivotal point, the 304 to 308. The Q's losing its steam. We have a nice rejection candle, price action, rejecting your 50. Buyers comes in, push the price higher. Now let's go ahead and wait. It still favors call. Your 9 EMA just had a bullish crossover with your VWAP, so that's good. Your 10 minutes have 3 minutes to finish this candle. The only thing is we don't have volume, so we're about to leave soon too. So we don't have volume. Stop loss for this Qs you don't want is right at this moment now, because you don't want the body of the candle to drop below on this candle right here. Showing strength though to the upside. It's normal. This is normal to backtest the midpoint of that candle because we just had a breakout candle. This is your point of control. Support resistance. So just like I said, we just need to be careful because this could reverse. It could continue again to the downside and retest your 688. But based upon this structure, you're still looking at 676. We're just pinned down between the 50 and the VWAP. Anything, Tom? It's just bounce. No reversal yet. This is a rejection, just like this candle, just like this candle. There's no one green
I'm like, why
candle.
isn't Mary answering me? I realized I was on mute the whole time.
What? What?
I had to take a phone call. I went on mute.
Oh,
No, I
no.
don't like anything right now. I mean, Nvidia had a nice slow run, but it's testing pre-market high. So is Microsoft. Google's testing everything's kind of testing well, not everything, but Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Nvidia are all testing pre-market high right now. But it's getting late, right? It's
Yeah.
11 o'clock.
Yeah. So
Oh, shoot.
for this one, Tesla, there's no reversal yet, okay? There is no reversal yet. So the 300 is being supported. That 304 to 308, 307.57 has to reclaim back. 307 has to reclaim back. If we remain above 308, then that could be the bottom for Tesla. But if we remain below 307.56, or we can't even reclaim back 304, Tesla is still bearish. I don't know where you guys see that it's bullish now. I don't see it. Let me know where. I don't see the bullish on Tesla. I really don't. One green candle doesn't mean it's bullish. One retest on the 5 minutes doesn't give you the structures. 5 minutes is just a shorter time frame, which could be broken today. Okay. The only way to see a possible bullish move if we reclaim back that 307, but it's still not bullish. Still not bullish. The Qs, it's normal to have a breakout retest of the VWAP. You're pinned down between the 50 and the 9. This is your 50. So anything that breaks above that, 676. And I tell you guys, no volume, but it's moving. Google, more move to the upsides above 330, 330. What do we say? If you're waiting for a confirmation to go up for Google 328, 328.58, that's when you get out, and then you take profit at 330, right? That's what I said. Apple, one red candle doesn't mean it's bearish. All right. And if you guys are right that this is going to be a reversal, that's great. But I don't know if this is going to be a reversal. All I know is this was my resistance and the target is 330, 345. I had my first target 330, it reached, and then we have the 345. So there's a lot of selling pressures on Apple taking profit. That's why we had a wick, right?
Yeah, goes Google.
Just like here. What else? So for Apple, this is your first line in the sand. We don't want to drop below this body of the candle from the previous candle, right? Otherwise, what it did, it actually backtested the half of that candle. But I don't want this candle, this body of the candle, to drop below here. If it does, then it's going to backtest this level again. Then it's going to backtest the previous resistance, which is 334 or 39 or 334.95 or 335. All right. So is it bearish once we drop here? No, it's just retesting the previous level, retesting your previous resistance after reaching the new resistance. One red candle is okay, or maybe do a pullback. Just like this one, he had a pullback. So if it pulls back and drop below your 330, 334.97 or 330, what is this, 334.96 or 333, anything that drops below that, there's a high chance we're going to get to 331 all the way to 327. Drop below 327, higher chance we're going to get to 321. Right here, 327, higher chance we're going to get to 321. All right, is that break the structures? No, it breaks your bearish divergence. You have a bearish divergence on the daily, right here. Price climbing up, RSI is losing momentum. RSI remains bullish though, it's just momentum is slowing down. So how do you validate your bullish divergence? Draw a trend line or use your 9 EMA. 329.98. So I owe you guys what? A couple of cents. And Google is have this candle. So we're respecting the 200 right now. We've been down between 200 and the 9 EMA. Just like we said, it'll be more confirmed if we go up and break out 330, then you get to take profit on that 335, 336. Break out at 336, you have 341. Break out 341, you have 347 all the way to 352, which is more bullish, more confirmed to the upside slides above the 341, 342. Then you get to take profit 347, 348 all the way to 352 for a bullish move. Okay, those are intraday level. If you like $5, I do like $5. To the downside, this is still bearish. This is still bearish. Macro bullish, bearish, micro bearish. Okay. We still did not created a lower low. We're still above the 50 MAs for Google, right? It's macro bullish. It could be just a possible pullback. Still continue to respect your 50 moving average. But on the daily, we continue to respect your 200 moving average. But we're pinned down on that 330 right here. Or 332, 335. What is this? 335? Yeah, 335. Anything that's below your 9 is bearish. All right, I am done, guys.
Tired? A lot of work?
A lot of blaming here today. That's okay.
Hey, so guys, Mary's done. So I want to make a comment. I see quite a few people talking about they lost money today and stuff. Know what kind of trader you are. This isn't for everybody. If you can't do it, there's no shame in saying, "Hey, scalping's not for me," right? Anybody who's joined us a lot knows I'm not a huge scalper. I take very limited trades, usually just in the queues, and I try and do swing trades, the leverage ETFs, credit spreads, cash secured puts. You don't have to scalp to make money. If this isn't your style, then don't do it.
Yep. For UNH did well on their earnings. He had a lot of sell-off, by the way. But this was a key level. This is a pivotal point for UNH. It has to remain above 414 every day. Has to close above 414. We wanted to see a possible recovery or a breakout. This is pretty early. That 323. We want to be above 323, preferably above 424 instead of 423. We have to remain every day. UNH has to remain above 414. Has to be. Above 414, UNH is still intact. It's just under consolidation. All right, this is still under consolidation. If I measure this pullback, let me see if this is a valid pullback, but this is a pivotal point for UNH. Anything that drops or the candle drop below that 414, you could actually backtest your 412, and then we get to see a downward move on the 407 to 406. Drop below 406, you got 398, right? 399, 398. So this is a pivotal point. And the daily, if we drop below 414, intraday level 412, and then you get to test your 407. Anything that drops below 414, 412, 407, 406, and then you got 398. All right. So we need to remain above two things. Above here, here. Anything that drops below the 50 will be more bearish, and then the higher chance we're going to get is 387, 378 to 373. Okay. But UNH is still intact. We're just under consolidations. This could be a possible buying opportunity with a stop loss of 412 even. All right. Stop loss with 412. This is still bullish. We just need to break out this 424. Possible continuation to the upside, 440, 430 to 436. Back testing your 449 all the way to this level. And 460 to those people who were on my exclusive, or if you guys listened to my UNH before, my goal for UNH was actually 460. The next one is 489. I did have all those levels on the video on YouTube. And 460 was my target, and I did reach the 460. Second target, if we break through that 424, we go into back test here and here. Once we break out of a structures here, possible continuation, you're looking at 489. If you look at the larger time frame is just pinned down on your 200 moving average. We're just struggling to break out of that 200 moving average. That's why we're not moving up. Okay, this is a W pattern. This is one of your real take profit, second, third. All right, we just really need to see a candle break out of that 436. If we see a candle break out of 436, 437 on the weekly chart, and then higher chance we're going to get to the 460, 489. It's on the table. Maybe I'll be 480 first, for 480 before getting to 489. All right, so it's still bullish. It's still bullish. Let's take a look at the monthly. Monthly is bullish. But again, what are we pinned down? 200. We just need to break through that. We just really need to break through that. 480, 489, 500. It's on the table. You know, it's on the table. What else do you guys want to see? What else do you guys want to see? Thanks, Tom. What else? Hold on, guys. I just want to see what else ticker symbol that you guys want to see.
I'm doing it again. I'm talking on mute. IREN, Mary. Iren. It's looking terrible.
QBTS. All right, let's go take a look at QBTS.
Can you hear me?
I could hear you now. What did you say?
Okay. I was saying Iren.
Iron?
No, yeah, QBPS. I mean, like I said at the beginning, right? It's got to break. It's got to be that 21. The 50 sitting at $21. Till it breaks that, man, it's not going anywhere.
I think a lot of people has QBTX.
Yeah. I have not traded a lot of leverage ETFs lately. They've just not been good on the technical, not the technical, but our tech stocks.
This is not a recovery yet for QBTS, okay? This could be
Yeah, I
just
mean,
be a
QBTS
possible.
had that little mini W, but it's not strong right
Yeah.
now.
We do have a nice volume, spiking volume though
Yep.
on this candle.
Yesterday,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But it did not
That's
break
why I
out of a
started
structure.
tracking it.
Huh?
Yep, that's why I started tracking it.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it moving yesterday, but the 50 is right there, a dollar. Well, it was a dollar away. The 50 is right at 21 on the daily.
Yeah, we do have a nice, but this is not a breakout candle.
Nope.
So it could be just a lot of selling pressure too. Hold on. Yep, selling
Yeah.
pressure.
Yep. Yep. You had people taking profits from yesterday that move. Yeah, it's got to break 21. If you're not in it already, it's got to break 21. And you could see a move to 2460 range
Yeah.
and maybe 27. But realistically, it's got a lot. It's got a lot of. It's all the EMAs are sitting above it. The only thing that's clear right now is the 9.
Yeah, there's a lot of selling pressures, but at the same time, a lot of buyers too.
Yep.
So that is a good thing, but it's not, this is not a breakout of a structures. by the way. That's early. If you're going to buy QBTS, you do have a lot of hurdle. And if please don't buy it here. If you do buy above $18, please make sure you have a stop loss. Stop loss will be 17.10. I need you to have a 17.10 as a stop loss. If you're buying at $18, 17.10 is your stop loss. Your take profit on that $18 is that 19.54 all the way to $21. All right, 19 to 21. That is your take profit. If you're entering right on the $18, stop loss 17.10, take profit 19 to 21. Another hurdle, if you enter right above, second opportunity to enter this is about 21.70, and you do have a resistance about $1. 21.70 because you have a bunch of EMAs here. So 23 after 21, you have 23 all the way to 25. 24.76. Now, once we clear that 24.76, 25 bucks, that could be an early signal for a possible recovery. Okay, once we break out of that 25, that'll be more attractive because you do have a higher probability we're going to get to 26 all the way to that 31 again. But right now, it's no breakout yet. It's still bearish. It's still showing bearish. It could be just back testing that $20 before it drops. More confirm is higher about if it becomes attractive on the 25 bucks.
Yep.
Early is 21. Yeah, 25. It's still 21 to 23 is early.
Yep.
All right. This candle, this is looks like a rejections of that 9 EMA for a possible continuation. You have 3 days to finish that candle. Otherwise, you're going to $14 all the way to 13 for QBTS. Not a recovery yet. It's just a possible bounce. Bounce for a possible continuation to the downside. Now let's take a look at your
Yep.
QBTX.
Remember when QBTX was really playing this? It was in the hundreds. Oh my gosh.
Yep. Google's 330. There's your resistance on the Google. Yeah, you do have a triple bottom, so we have to remain above 610. Is that 610? 593. 593, that's the bottom. Anything that drops below 593 will be bearish. Let me give you guys a
No, these are just prime examples of you buy them, you flip them, you get out of them. None of these companies are making money. None of them are proven yet. Everybody's talking about, oh, it's going to be the next this, it's going to be the next that. As soon as somebody says it's going to be the next this, that's a red flag to me. Just buy it, get out of it, and move on.
QBTX may need to have dilution. $2, that's scary. Let me give you guys a better one. Don't want to scare you folks. 596 is the lower low. You don't want to establish a lower low. This is an estimate, okay? Yeah, that $2 is on the table. So you have the 590, what is it again? 596. Well, you have 647 to 596 as your local supports, but these are your possible continuation levels to the downside. You have 485 to 367, then that $2. I'm not saying it's gonna get there. Possible, right? So 654, 647, then 596. Anything drop below 596, you have 577, 485, 367. But this is on the table. You don't want to establish a lower low.
Nope. I've got to drop, Mary. I got to get a call in 10 minutes. I got to
Me too. I'm gonna
get
drop.
ready for it.
Okay, what else? Iron. Tom wants to see iron.
Oh, I didn't want somebody said about iron, but iron I was tracking that one too. The charts on that are just brutal.
Double bottom for
Below,
iron.
yeah. Huh?
Double bottom.
Yeah, it's below all the EMAs. I mean, it could find support here at 33 level. I mean, if you look on the weekly, there's a lot of support there, but
This is very aggressive if you're buying iron right now. You're doing it out of double bottom. So if you're buying at 33, you get to take profit at 37. Well, you got 36.23 to 37. Double bottom is the reason why you're entering that trade. Pretty excessive,
yeah,
aggressive. This was
yeah,
respectable supports all the way here.
yeah. I mean, look at the weekly. There's a lot of support at this level.
Yeah, so you have 33 all the way to 30. So stop loss if you're buying at this level. I need you to have a stop loss. If you're buying at 33.78 right now, please make sure you have a stop loss 32 even. So that's $1.70 losses. But you get to take profit on 36, 31 to 38, 36, 31 to 38. All right. So stop loss 32 because it could get to $30. The difference between this support, and this support, this is the weakest support, by the way. This is the weakest support. Why? We did not reclaim back your 50. So this is a higher chance it's going to reverse. This is the higher chance it may continue to come down because of your 50 moving average. This, not all supports are created equal. Okay, they're not. They are not. So if you look at your EMA, this is strong support because you're above 50. This is a pretty strong support because you're above 50. This is kind of weak support because you're below 50. You see the difference, Tom? Do you guys see
Yep,
the difference?
yep.
So buying here is less, I mean, and higher risk than buying here. Here is higher probability it's gonna reject your 50. This one is a higher probability you may come and back and retest your $22. Well, retest
Mm-hmm.
your $33, $30, $26 to $22. All right. So that's why I want you guys to have a stop loss. Let's take a look at the monthly. $28 is on the table. So, all right. So buying at this level is pretty aggressive. Could it work out? Of course it can work out. You just, all trade carries risk. You just need to make sure you have a stop loss. Stop loss 32.20 stop loss. That's $2, Mary. I know, but we were saying at 33.87 was your entry. So 33.78 was your entry currently before. Have a stop loss. All right. Take profit 36 to 38. That's your first take profit. So that's about $2. Your stop loss is also about $2. So 1 to 1. Right, Tom?
Yep, yep. I mean, again, buying into strength is better than buying off a week. I'd rather see it come back up a little before I would take a position.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Thank you, guys. NBIS. Yeah, I'll take a look at that could be a good one too for
oh,
that could be a good one for iron, by the way. 33.78 was your entry.
mm,
1 to 1, all right? 1 to 1. $2 up, $2 down. Start with a small position. NBS again, this could be a buying opportunity for NBS. I do want you to have a stop loss too. This could be a buying opportunity. You have a double bottom here. Okay, double bottom, more confirmed to the upside if you break out of the structures. Entering at this level, if you did buy at this level, please make sure you do have a stop loss. I don't know what's your your risk management, but you don't want to buy below 160, 160. If it drops below 161.45, that'll be bearish. It means it's rejecting your double bottom because now you're coming down in backtest 150, 153. All right. So that 160 is a pivotal point. Anything that drops below that, this is a rejection candle, not a confirmation. If you ended up having a green candle, that's good. But entering here is aggressive. Is there's a higher chance it could go
All
up?
right.
Yeah, it can.
Mary, I gotta drop.
See you later,
Talk to you
Tom.
guys later. Bye.
Talk to you later. But again, aggressive, okay? Because you're just doing the double bottom. Just like this one. You see this? Double bottom. But what happened? Reject. So that's why you don't want to see a breakout of a structures below that 160. 160, you're going to get to see that 153, 140, all the way to 130, 133, which this could be another buying opportunity right here. So this could be a buying opportunity. This could be a buying opportunity. We don't know. But dropping below 200, for me, it's not a good buying opportunity. You want to be above 200. And as you can see, we haven't dropped below 200. We had a drop below 200 back on 2021, and we reclaim it back on 2024. That's 4 years. This one is testing the 200, but no breakdown of that 200. Remember, you had a breakout of the 50, you had a breakout of the 200, never touched the 50, touches your 50, reclaim back, trying to reclaim back, did not happen, touch again. Now we could just back test this 200 and then we could see a possible recovery, or maybe not touch it. Okay, we don't know, but we seen the last time we dropped below that back on 2021. So higher chance we could the bottom is near for NBIS. Last one is Netflix. $70 was my buying opportunity for Netflix. I did share it to you guys on my YouTube. I have that post. I shared it to you guys. This is early, right above 70 is early for a leap. If you're going to have a leap, entering this level is pretty aggressive. Please make sure you have a stop loss at $71. Okay, anything drops below $70, like 70, 90, 4, anything drops below that, then you're going back again to 67 to 65. All right, so this is early, no breakout of the structures yet. It's just breaking down of your 9 EMA. That's it. You do have a bullish divergence, not confirmed yet. Take a look at the 4s. If we do break out of that 73, we have 76 to 78. More confirmed for me for a leap if we break out 78, and then that could be a better entry for a leap. All right, or a long expiration for your swing. Break out of 78, you have $82 to 85, then 89 to 92. All right, so more confirmed, higher probability of success right here. This is aggressive. This is aggressive. I prefer to enter right above the trend line than right above the 9. Take a look at the volume. This is a nice volume, bigger volume. Okay, drops. Okay. All right. So this is, we have a bullish divergence. Nothing confirms yet. It doesn't validate your bullish divergence yet. Only the 9. So that's it. So wait for 78 for me for your leap or long expiration. Aggressive breakout of 74 at least. You get to take profit at 76, 78. But that's it. That's it for Netflix. No recovery yet, but we do have a nice first candle. Just like here, you see this? First candle above 9. You know what happened? Your more breakout of a structure lies around here. But did it happen? No. It reverses. Same thing here. More confirmed is right here. So that's why we have a higher probability of success if we break out of a structures. This is not a breakout of a structures. This is a breakout of 9 EMA. Yeah, you could say structures in a way, but still, structures is higher high. We did not have higher high. Right here is the higher high. That's a breakout of a structures. All right, folks, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I will see you. It's true. I am not on the trade because if I trade, I focus on my trade, Paul. So it happens to me when I was in a trade and I move fast because one, scalping. Number two, when the market opens, I normally wait for 5 minutes. But I always teach you guys if we are entering when the market opens, we have to be quick because of volatility. I gave you guys a level of take profit, right? And my rules is once we reach that level or whatever profit you have when on within that 5 minutes, you take it because I want you guys to have the first winning on the 5 minutes. Those people who doesn't know my rules, if the market opens and I'm going to be aggressive, you have to enter it, and then whatever profit you have, if you have to wait for that level, fine. Sometimes it doesn't reach, but whatever profit you have, you get out because that is volatility. So that's why we have to be quick. And looking at the 4 charts, I have to be quick. If I put 1 chart, you guys all complain. If I put 2 charts, you guys all complain. I put 4 charts, now I'm being fast. I don't really know what to say. Poet, I am not a long-term hold on Poet. This is another speculative long-term, just like APLD, but I highly suggest to do APLD. This I do talk about Poet before. This is the bottom, Mary. This was a support for the RSI, but when your RSI reaches support, it still continue to come down. This is not the bottom. There is a higher chance we have a volume compression, so it's just a matter of time we're gonna pick up. This is a penny stocks, okay? This is a speculative long-term hold. I prefer a long-term hold as a RKLB and APLD. It has a hyperscaler and revenue continue to go up compared to Poets. As a support, this is still a bearish. 610, 594, 569, 534 to the lower low of your 486. 386, 388. No reversal yet. A rejection candle is simply just a rejection. Looking at the weekly, no single green candle for a possible momentum slowing down. There's none. Yes, it's shrinking candle, but at the same time, your weekly candle remains big. Right? This is a huge sell-off. No bounce yet. There's none. If we do bounce, we're going to see at least 757 to 822 as a possible resistance. There is a higher chance that we could still continue to come down. 613, 566 is still on the table. So it could continue to come down. We have volume compression. It's just a matter of time that we're going to go up, by the way. All right. But we have no one green candle. We haven't have any pullback. But there is a higher chance that the bottom is near, but it could still get to that 560. What is it again? To be precise, 567. There you go. 567. There's still a higher chance. And then 482, 521, 482. It's on the table all the way here. It's on the table. Even the $4 is also on the table. Look, touch. This one did not touch, but close enough to the 200. That's why I said hard chance is on the bottom, close enough. We never drop below 200, by the way. So the bottom is near for Poets, so that's a good thing. I just hope that you guys buy at the bottom. So those people who's going to buy Poet, please wait. There's a hard chance we're going to continue to come down more. At least about 536 could be a good buying opportunity with a stop loss of 520. 536, stop loss 520. Possible buying opportunity. 540 is okay too. 526 is okay. 540 is okay too. You have a stop loss. You could do 520 as a stop loss. You could also do 491 as a stop loss, or 487, 484. So either or. It's your stop loss. Okay. You could do 520 or 484, either or, whichever you want for your stop loss. But I'm not going to buy Poet at this time. Not at all. Earnings coming August. What is the last one that we're gonna go, and then I'm done. NVIDIA. Let's take a look at NVIDIA. Overtime here. This was my class yesterday. To my students yesterday who was with me, remember, 197 is your first entry. Aggressive, more confirm is 195. So remember, if it drops below 197, this was your put. And your first take profit level, obviously, is that 195. And then you get to take profit on 192.47. What did you got? You got to 192.74. So I owe you guys 50 cents to my students who was with me yesterday. So this was your first take profit. Anything that drops below here, this is your first take profit. So whoever got into an aggressive entry, you got $5. Whoever got into more conservative, you have $3. Okay, now NVIDIA, this could be the bottom for NVIDIA, but I'm not saying that it's not going to come down. We have 192, then 189. Okay, this could be the bottom. We don't know. We haven't had any drop of NVIDIA drop below 200 moving average. Back on March, we had a drop on 200 moving average. So previously, before, when we touch your 200, it recovers, form a W pattern, and go up all the way to your leg 2. Now you had an M pattern. This was your neckline. A confirmed trade to the downside is that 197. That's why I said 197 is your entry for a put, because that is your neckline. To those people who were with me yesterday, I remember that telling you guys this is your neckline. You got 195, 197, 195, 192. That's was your support. Now, that 200 moving average could be either the bottom for NVIDIA. But remember, NVIDIA had a descending channel. This is the starting of the bearish territory for NVIDIA. Okay, so we could hit the bottom. We don't know. But drop below 192, you have 189. We just need to continue to respect above this. So your resistance again is now 197. If we break out of 197, you're gonna go to 200, 202 to 204. 197, you have 200 as a resistance, that's $3. 202, 204. We reclaim back that 204. We need to make sure we are above 204.40 or 204.50. If we reclaim back that 204, then we're going to back test 208, 207, and then you have that again, that 211. All right, so right now this could be the bottom. We don't know, but tomorrow we break out of that 197, you have 200. It's pretty anticipate on the levels for NVIDIA. So just please watch it. All right, folks, I will see you guys again today in the Power Hour. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. But remember, always be kind. Remember me when I'm making you guys money. Don't remember me if you guys are losing money, because I know it's easy to blame Miss Mary. But we are all happy when we are winning. But those days, you guys get to be emotional. You get to sell it. It is what it is, but what can we do? We need to make sure to start with a small position. All right, start with a small position. Google, is it a good time to take profit, or you see further move to the downside? I Told you guys about Google. Google 330 is your resistance for a possible continuation to the upside. 330, guys. 330. There you go. Possible continuation to the upside. 330. Next one is 336. That's your take profit. We break out of 336, we'll be more bullish. You get to see 341, a bigger move to the upside, 341 to 342. All right. 330. I've been telling you guys 330 was your resistance. There was a gap to the upside on Google. Local resistance 333.96. After 333.96, you have 330, 336, and then 341, 342. All right. Right here. To those people who listen, congratulations. We said we break out at 3:30. You got a call. I'll see you guys later. Thanks, Paul. Paul Lemarcher. I appreciate you guys. You took profit. That's okay. Thank you, guys. I'll see you guys later in the power hour, okay? Yeah, I believe it's SOXL long term. Oh, SOXL? If we, well, you have to reclaim back your 116, by the way, 117. More move to the upside. 117, you get 128 to 137, and then you got 142. But if we cannot reclaim back that 117, there's a higher chance we could back test at 97 bucks. You have 102 to 97. Anything drop below 97, it will be bearish that there is a higher chance you could get to 71 for SOXL. All right. 2024 we drop 200. We haven't dropped 200. We recover after 2022. 2024, sorry, 2024, recover back on July 2025, retest of your 200, another possible retest of 200. So we need to reclaim back that 117. Okay, raise, reclaim back that 117 to see a possible recovery. Not a change of structures yet. It still remain bearish, right? But drop below that 97, you have 102.97. Drop below 197, you have $70, 71, 72, 74. But this is a key level right here. Right around there. All right. Right around there. So this is a pivotal point. Oh yeah. 87. Yep, you have 87. So, but if we remain above 104, reclaim back 117, then that could be the bottom. Right? That could be the bottom. But it looks like we still wants to come down for XOXL, by the way. It looks like we establish a lower low on the RSI before it recovers. Every time you get to the 50, recovers. But this is now a lower low for the RSI. So let's see. If we remain above 105, reclaim 117, then that could be a possible recovery. Possible. We don't even have one green candle yet. SOXL is not a long term for me. Yeah, that's good, Race. It's really right now semiconductors getting beat down. This was from my students yesterday. My students yesterday, I gave them a call and a put. Simple instructions. Anything drops below 489 is a put. Drop below 489 is a put. Your take profit level is 485, 482. Okay, this one opens below, what is this, 472. Now you're going to look at where is your support on that 472, right? So it was slightly below in 474. So that's still bearish because this is your early put because dropping below 50 is bearish. Remember I said to you guys, drop below 50 is bearish. So this is a nice breakout candle, and we also say we have an ascending channel. We have an ascending channel for AMD, which is a bearish signal. We have a first candle confirming that move to the downside. Your first take profit level were right here for scalping, but this one opens below. It opens below, what is this level? Right below from the previous low, yesterday's low. And this is one of the supports, and this is second supports. Right, but these are all your take profit level. Once you're put, this is your put call. This is, your put. This is, we call out a put at 489. Anything that drops below 489 will be bearish. Doesn't matter if it drops below 485, it drops below 482, 481, 476. These are still remain bearish, right? So that was a good call for AMD, but AMD is an expensive option, so that's why I don't call out AMD. That's why I only do it for my technical analysis on Mondays. So whoever followed that, congratulations. This is a rejection candle. This is on the table still. It's still bearish. This is a first candle breakout of your ascending channel. See, this is an ascending channel right here. And this is the first candle. This is your support. Anything that drops below this level, hold on, what level is this? Anything that drops below the 437, you have 427, 401 to that 398, 393, sorry, 393. And this is on the table now. That 393 is on the table now. That's on the table right here. 393. Anything that drops below 393 will be bearish because you get to see 360. 361 right here. All right. This is your ascending channel. First candle to break out of the ascending channel. So AMD is bearish. All right, folks, I'll see you guys later for the power hour. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And please be kind, be patient, and may all your trades be in the green. I'll see you guys later.